is the next license chapter for Dead by Daylight. Here are some options now that the schedule has changed and a few pieces of evidence have changed. Ranked least likely to most likely. Starting with Stranger Things, this is least likely. Before I tell you why it's least likely, let's go over the facts. We know there's going to be one killer and 2 survivors. Originally, it was slated for November, but it got pushed back to January, and it's going to be a major franchise. Stranger Things is obviously a major franchise, but the leading evidence for Stranger Things was that the chapter was releasing at the same time as the season. Since the chapter is releasing in January, technically it still is going to release with a new season, because they split up the season into 3 parts for some weird reason. It's still very unlikely, and Dead by Daylight does not time the releases with other projects. And before I continue, if you like this video, it's to be everything cool Dead by Daylight, including the next license chapter, you should definitely follow me for more. Also, if you don't see the license you think it's going to be on this, it's probably because it's not very likely. For example, Supernatural, not likely at all. It might eventually come to the game, but not next license chapter. The Conjuring is also not very likely ever, because those were real people and they were kind of bad people. Next up is Danganronpa. There's actually some evidence. A voice actor for the series liked a tweet saying that Danganronpa was coming to Dead by Daylight. Also, The Unknown has a voice line that sounds similar to an iconic line from the games. And honestly, we're getting the second most likely chapter here is Predator. There are a few hints. Predator is a major franchise. They're making a lot of movies now. The license holder is Disney, which is also a license holder for Alien, and they are on very good terms with Dead by Daylight. However, a major driving factor behind this theory was that the next 2v8 was going to be Alien vs. Predator theme, but now we know that it's going to be Konami theme with Dracula and Pyramid Head. I still think this is very likely. There are some pieces of evidence. For example, the Rift is all skull themed, and Predator is obviously very skull oriented. And the Rifts have been known to tease future chapters. You can look at the Rift before Chucky and before Tokyo Ghoul for great examples of that. There are also new arcade machines found around Greenville Square. One of them is a claw game with a skull. There's also the Skull Mission arcade machine that was recently added with FNAF's at Freddy's. But in my opinion, the most likely is probably Resident Evil. Resident Evil is on great terms with Dead by Daylight, and we know they probably want a 3rd chapter because these chapters do really well. Also, what notable chapters from a major franchise come with 1 killer and 2 survivors? It's always Resident Evil. I'm still hoping it's Predator, so my money's on Predator right now. But if we're being honest, the most likely scenario is Resident Evil. Let me know in the comments below what you think it is, and if you like this video, definitely follow me for more.